What's up, YouTube? Capital G here. Got one of the silliest and stupidest mirror matches that you'll see on this channel probably the entire year. It's the Lightsworn mirror match, and if you think that one Lightsworn deck is the worst thing in the world, just wait, because when they play a mirror match, it's absolutely absurd. I think of Lightsworn as a deck that habitually kind of bails out its pilot. You need an extra monster. We're going to give you that Wolf Mill. We'll give you the Fearless Mill, the Trick Clown. We'll get your Fairy Tale Snow into the graveyard so you can summon that a bunch of times. Just wait until they actually have to face against each other. You have no idea who's going to win this match. Even though there is going to be a quick blowout, it's not going to decide the duel. So let's go ahead and roll it. And this is actually a Lightsworn variant. There are no Lightsworns in the opening hand, but I mean, Foolish can be used for like Wolf and whatnot. But let's go ahead and roll it. Double Summon, don't usually see that in Lightsworn, but hey, whatever. He's going to activate Solar. Then he's going to go Riding, double summon for Lumina. And actually, I thought he would just kind of stop here because this used to be a really good play during the GX days where you would just have like a couple of Lightsworns and then a Garaf. And the concept is during your end phase, the other Lightsworns mill and then they make a Garaf mill. And then if you mill a bunch of Lightsworns, you get to draw a bunch of cards. So I thought he could actually end on this. And if you mill Wolf, then you just like summon it. So it's like a super plus. But he goes for Minerva. So he gets an Eclipse Wyvern, banishes Judgment Dragon, gets a Fearless for his trouble. So it's not all bad. He went +1 basically, but unfortunately get wrecked, bro. He's gonna get Dark Hole, loses everything, gets an extra mill off Minerva, and then he can't really capitalize off of it. he goes Goblinberg, Fairy Tale Snow, so he's gonna probably summon Minerva. This is weird. He actually sends his Damage Juggler to the graveyard, which I thought he probably should have saved, but it's whatever. He uses that to get Hat Tricker on field. Then he's going to actually mill Foolish is for the Wolf, and then he goes for the Curious, and that's going to send Fearless to the graveyard. Okay, it's a little bit of a weird play. Now, he luckily does get a Wolf, and this is where he gets trolled as well. He makes Psyframe Lord Omega, and generally speaking, if your opponent only has one card in hand, using Omega on that card is an excellent play. Unfortunately, that card happens to be a Giant Rex, so he gets trolled because it's going to summon itself. So actually, is that a neg 1? I don't really know if that's a neg 1 or not, but it definitely isn't something you want. So he's going to go summon Fairy Tale Snow. He did banish Eclipse Wyvern. That gets him his Judgment Dragon, which he's going to drop immediately. His opponent says, nah, I'm going to go ahead and book your Judgment Dragon. But he's still able to go for Minerva, then summon his Fairy Tale Snow and book his opponent's Fairy Tale Snow. So we had one Snow try to book this. Well, it did. And then we had his Fairy Tale Snow getting booked by his Fairy Tale Snow. So there's a lot of Fairy Tale Snows. But believe me, there's going to be way more Fairy Tale Snows in this duel. So neither player can really do that much damage. He's going to take out Charge of the Light Brigade. Twin Twister sitting in his hand looking kind of dank so far, not really doing much. He draws a Celestia, haven't seen that one in a while. He does mill Trick Clown and he gets a draw. He's going to summon the copy of Snowback, and he's going to actually get Giant Rex. He summons Celestia and he uses the effect. He's going to pop 2. Now he does get Charge of Light Brigade to his hand, and he's going to go Tornado Dragon. I wonder if maybe Utopia the Lightning would have been better, but I think maybe it would have gotten booked anyway. So he's going to go Fairy Tale Snow, books Judgment Dragon. And Thousand Blades does give him a monster because he took damage, but it doesn't matter because he's going to go Fairy Tale Snow and attack over Thousand Blades, and he's almost able to close out the duel. 3 Fairy Tale Snows on field. I did tell you guys that there would be more Fairy Tale Snows in this duel. He's going to go for Decode Talker in main phase 2. This is not a bad field, so even though this guy got completely blown out by Dark Hole, look how he's in commanding position. He's +4 on his opponent, and he still has that Fairy Tale Snow and Giant Rex in the grave. You think, all right, Cappy's got it in the bag, or does he? So Omega's gonna come back, Charge of the Light Brigade for Lumina. He's gonna give up that Giant Rex because he doesn't need it. Go for Riding, mill 2, mill 1 off the Minerva, and I believe that's Fairy Tale Snow is gonna book Omega, but I think this guy is just like, you know what, fuck this. I'm just gonna clear the courtroom. He Black Roses everything, says fuck this game, and then he's gonna summon his Gold Bulb in defense mode. I don't know why he's not playing Link Kariba, but I don't think it really would have made a difference. So he does Foolish Burial, and this is crazy. How lucky is this, right? He top decks Foolish Burial. Look how many cards he has in his deck. This guy has 2 cards in his deck, and he happened to still have a Wolf in his deck to Foolish Burial to get a big monster. So now he's going to get Giant Rex, and he's going to get Fairy Tale Snow. Think the game's over. He can push for game, right? Nope. Fairy Tale Snow is going to be summoned. He's going to get his Giant Rex. Giant Rex, man, you just cannot stop that card. And then Wolf's going to get booked, and now he's back in the driver's seat. He top decks Lumina. Lumina's going to be able to attack over the wolf. He's going to summon his Fairy Tale Snow and get Giant Rex at the same time, and that's pretty much the end of the game. I think his opponent scooped because he just felt like he had ran out of resources, and looks like his top deck was going to be Fairy Tale Snow. I mean, I guess he could have summoned it. He could have attacked over one of these monsters, but it wouldn't have been enough damage for him to actually win the duel. And what was his top deck? His top deck was Raiden. So yeah, I think he scooped because there was no way that he could actually get over his opponent's Giant Rex, unless he top deck Judgment Dragon or something like that. Maybe it was too premature to scoop, but that is the end of the duel. And I mean, I thought it was kind of thrilling, but hopefully you guys did as well. Anyways, let me know what you guys thought in the comment section below. Subscribe if you have not already, and turn on the notification bell for daily videos.